If you are a first-time whale watcher or a seasoned enthusiast, prepare to have your mind blown. Lady Musgrave Experience Whale Watching Tours sets a benchmark with the best experience on the Great Barrier Reef. You can expect to see this, that, and maybe just a little bit of this cheeky, playful behaviour. Whatever comes our way, we can guarantee an excellent day out. People come from all over the world to whale watch with the Lady Musgrave Experience crew for the chance to see the beautiful humpback whales migrate north for breeding. But I sometimes think it's the whales who come to people watch, as they are just as inquisitive as we are. Humpback whales are the 5th largest whales, reaching 18 metres, but usually the larger females average at about 15 metres and can weigh up to 45 tonnes. That's like 7 African elephants, which are the heaviest land animals. They can hold their breath up to 45 minutes, diving no deeper than 200 metres where their food source is. When they surface, they expel vapour from their 2 nostrils at 450 kilometres an hour. The common name, humpback whales, is given to them by the way they arch their back when they surface and go back into the water. But their scientific name translates to mean big-winged because of these huge side pectoral fins that can reach 5 metres long. They're used for steering, communicating, and caressing their young. When a humpback whale like this one pokes his little head out of the water, we can see these little bumps that are sensory nodules, which are called tubercles. And they're also found on the side pectoral fins. They contain a hair follicle which detects movement in the water. It assists with hydrodynamics by reducing drag by 10% and increasing lift by 5%. I also be able to see the vertebrae of a humpback whale, and that's because they take intimate fasting to the next level. As they are migrating, they are on a mission to get to the breeding ground, and once they're there, they're pretty busy. So they can go for as long as 6 months without eating, relying on their body fat storage as fuel. Now, the eyes of a humpback whale is about the size of a grapefruit, with eyes on either side of their head. They don't have binocular vision like we do. So we see a lot of this twisting, turning, body rolling. They can angle their head to see directly what's in front of them. Humpback whales only have 1 cone and 1 rod, which means they're sensitive to green light. They see in black and white, and their focus is best within a few meters, so they rely on other senses. Now, as far as communication goes, like us, humpback whales can do a wave where they use their side pectoral fins, which is known as a peck slap, which is used to communicate with other whales, ward off predators, or can be a sign of aggression or used to scare fish when feeding. Another form of communication is the tail slap or tail lob. It can be an aggressive display used as warning signals to others and including other whales during an aggressive competition. The juveniles can be seen tail slapping to strengthen their muscles in their tails. A humpback whale's tail or fluke can reach 3 metres and is used to identify humpbacks, as the tail can be divided into different areas and they have different knot shapes in between the whale's tails. The tail is used for propulsion, allowing the humpback whale to reach speeds of 26 kilometres an hour, but typically cruising at about 5 to 10 kilometres an hour when we see them out on the boat. They have something called counter shading, which is dark on the top, and the whales have a white underside, and this is for camouflage. The white underbelly blends in to the colour of the bright sky for predators looking up, while the dark coating on the top blends in with the deep colour of the ocean. And we're about to see a tail up dive, and this is where we can see the white underside of the tail. And this tells us that it is a deeper dive, and we may not see this individual for another 7 to 15 minutes. But when they do come back, they like to put on a bit of a show for our guests and check us out. After all, they are wild animals, and when they've had enough, they can just swim away. Humpback whales are not only known for their aerobatic behaviour, large body mass, but also their haunting whale song used to attract a mate. It is the males that will travel slower, singing for as long as 30 minutes and can be heard from 30 kilometres underwater. I'm going to play an audio of the song for you.
Personally, it's not something I could fall asleep to, but the female whales seem to like it. When you come out with our crew, we can promise an amazing day. I've worked on a lot of whale watching charters and nothing tops the quality and personal experience Lady Musgrave experienced whale watching tours provide. So, are you ready for the best whale watching experience on the Great Barrier Reef? We'll see you soon.